After weeks of dramatic testimony, jurors are set to begin deliberations Tuesday morning in the trial of Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, who faces life in prison or the death penalty for working with his brother to explode bombs at the 2013 Boston Marathon. He is facing capital punishment as he is being tried in federal court. We got word that the Massachusetts bishops released a statement saying they hope he does not receive the death penalty. Tsarnaev, 21 years old, stands accused of 30 counts, including setting off weapons of mass destruction at a public event as an act of terrorism. 17 of those counts carry a sentence of death or life imprisonment. Nick, this is very, very important. We're reaching a point on the trial where the fate of this 21-year-old is going to be decided.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see the Catholic Church come out in that way. I mean, a lot of people are saying, well, you know, it's very surprising that they're saying that no matter what he did, no matter how bad the crime is, we know it's a bad crime, we don't need to get into that, but we don't believe the death penalty should be for him, no matter who it is. And I can understand why they say that, you know. They have their certain morals, and they have to apply that. They're forgiving, they're this, they're that, and they can't say, you know, well, we have these rules and these things in our religion, but he did something really bad, so let's just he should die.
Exactly. Here's the thing. What the Catholic Church says about the death penalty is that the times where it's an absolute necessity to apply the death penalty are for them rare, if not non-existent. The church teaching is one that once you have this criminal contained where he cannot create any more damage or he cannot harm anyone else, there's no need for you to kill him. There's no once the threat is neutralized, there's no need to incur in more violence, because killing another life is a disrespect to God, the gift of life coming from God. So that's where the Catholic Church stands, but I don't think that's where the families of the victims stand right now. I think the trial was very dramatic, a lot of testimony of very sad and very brutal experiences for families were shared. And although the defense always argued that the oldest brother was the one in charge and that the younger brother was just carried away, and that the older brother was always, you know, it was hard for him to identify with the American values. The younger brother, he was, getting acclimated to American lifestyle. He was a student athlete. He had good grades. But at the same time, there are a few details that shows that he might be more involved than the lawyers are claiming.
Right. I don't think it'll be easy to convince anybody that he was just kind of, told to do it and he was just like a sheep being herded. I don't believe it. I don't think anybody else is going to buy it. After the bombing, he went directly to Whole Foods, bought a bottle of milk, and went home like nothing ever happened. I don't know. You can't convince me that, I personally find it very hard to believe that he's not going to get the death penalty.
I agree with you. I think that he will get the death penalty. The odds are against him.
Yeah.
From these 30 counts, 17 carry the death penalty. He only needs to get one guilty charge for any of those 17 for the trial to move to the next phase that is called the penalty phase, where both lawyers on both sides, prosecutors and defense, they bring forth any evidence that might help his case not get the death penalty.
There's images and videos of him doing these things.
That's the other part. The evidence against him is there. He himself, accepted his participation in the bombing. So it's hard for him not to be found guilty of this. But at the same time, what are you going to win if you kill him? Okay. What justice is going to be served to the people that already lost their relatives and they already lost their family members if we kill this 21-year-old?
Yeah, hard.
I'm not condoning what he did, but what I'm trying to do is to bring up the question, is killing a criminal makes the victims any better? I don't think so.
Yeah, they could see some closure with it, but again, very tough question. I could see where the Catholics are coming out and saying certain things. I could see how other people will be hard to be convinced of those things. But yeah, it's a very difficult question to answer. What good's going to come from it? I guess that's a moral question that
It is.
we have to look into a little bit.
Well, we want to know, what do you think? Let us know in the comments your opinion. Do you think that he deserves the death penalty? Do you think the death penalty should be abolished because it doesn't serve any good? Let us know what you think, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the Lib TV.